YouTube. Fixing to do some quick unboxings. First, the small thing. Not the big one yet. So, yes, this should be the filament. And this one should be, yep, this is black PLA by Hatchbox. And then ABS, pretty color green, again by Hatchbox. Green because it's somebody I know's favorite color. And then we've got this little one. This should be, if you haven't checked out Office Depot, they have a, I think, pretty good buy. Now, maybe the filament won't be all that great, but they have 10 packs of filament, and they sure are proud of them. It's a box in a box. So 2 openings on this box. Sounds good to me. Yep, and what in here is half-kilogram rolls of 10 different colors. You've got blue and red, yellow, white, kind of an orange. You've got dark gray, purple, green, white again, probably a marble color before, and black. But they're 10 half-kilogram rolls of PLA. It's MakerPi PLA. I'm hoping that's good. I've heard an awful lot of good things about MakerPi. Now, the one that my buddy Centroid has been waiting to see, and so have I, is this one here. They sure have enough banding straps. It's got 6 banding straps on it. Now, let me see. Does it have it this side up? It doesn't have it this side up. So let's see what happens if we start on this end. Well, they sure are proud of the tape job that they do. That is for sure. Very good tape job. And if this is, well, it's not a box in a box. Well, you know, a lot of people I see open 3D printers lately. It turns into a box coming out of a box coming out of a box. This one doesn't look like it's going to do that. But it's very well packed just the same. Very thick cardboard. This cardboard here is 1, 2, it's 3 layers thick. It's about almost a ½ inch, not quite, a little less than ½ inch. We got the Quickstart guide for the 3D printer. Let me check something. Hey, it's in English. Isn't that great? Because everything I found online was in Chinese. I don't think Chinese would have worked. Me no speaky. Okay, let's get this foam out of here. Man, that's very well packed, guys. It is tight down in here. Very well packed. Okay, inside this piece that was holding the inside of it together is, okay. Looks like something electronic. Oh, it's one of the stop switches. Probably the Z-axis stop switch. I would imagine. But we'll find out. Oh, it's the leveling module. Okay, the leveling module. Didn't know it was going to have one of those. Now it's got a bunch of bubble wrap. Awful lot of bubble wrap. Trying to see if this is going to come out or if the printer has to come out first. Not sure. Looks like there's an accessories box down in here with a bunch of stuff. May have to get the printer out first. Nope. This is going to come out just fine. And inside this box, okay, you've got the tube to feed the filament. You've got the beginnings of the spool to put the filament on. USB connector to the computer, power cord, a small, I'm not sure how big, let's see if it says, it doesn't say, but it's a SanDisk thumb drive, which is supposed to have a lot of information on it. A bag of screws. Ooh, they included a nut driver for the screws. That's kind of nice. Never had that happen. There's a spatula, basically a putty knife for getting things off the print table, which is supposed to be glass. Ooh, a diagonal pair of cutters. I already have a pair of those, but these are pretty nice. They will definitely cut things right. And a good set of Allen wrenches to fit the hex nuts that have to be used. And looks like a tweezer for getting filament out of the extruder. And some bundle ties to secure things, and some lint-free cloth. So, good little bunch of accessories in there. Let me make sure they all go back in the box because I'm going to be digging them up here in a little bit, I'm sure. Yeah, I know, you guys don't want to see all the pieces. But I'm sorry, I got to make sure it's all here. So, I'll put this over here with the leveling module and the book. And now, let's see what we got to do. Oh, it's got a little bit of a handle there. I don't want to break it. Not sure it's going to come out very easy. Let's break out the bubble wrap. Get it to go down the sides. Yep, that needs to be moved. Okay. Let me see. There it comes. Alrighty. If I can get all this off. Okay, it comes out like that. I can cut that off in a second. Let me get the printer up on the table. Hopefully the table will hold it. Printer's supposed to weigh about 40 pounds. It feels like that's about right. Not too bad. Now that I've got that up, let me see if I can get the rest of this bubble wrap off of it carefully. I don't cut myself or scratch the printer. Do not want to scratch it. It's a great deal of bubble wrap. Okay. Get this out of the way. Hopefully you can see the printer from back there. Let me double check to make sure it's in the frame. Yep, matter of fact, since all the boxes are open, let me just get a little closer with the camera. Get it right up on the printer. That should be a little better. There we go. Maybe a little closer even if I don't knock it over. That should be good. This is the MakerPi K5 Plus printer. It's a closed printer in a casing. It has a lid that comes on top, keeps the heat right where you want it for ABS printing. And let's see, there's a piece of foam that's holding a lot of stuff inside. Okay, so another piece of foam. And let's see what else we can get out now. I think we can get this out now. Maybe not. Don't want to force anything, that's for sure. Okay, what am I getting hit on? Okay, there we go. It's hitting on something. There it comes. And that is the cover for when you print for the top side. Not very sturdy, but I'll bet it'll get the job done. Not real heavy plastic. It's got two vents. It's got two vent holes right here, and it just lays on top like that when you're printing to keep the majority of the heat in. So hopefully you can see that. A little bit of foam lining still. There's the print bed. And I don't know what's over here. I don't want to hurt anything, for sure. Print bed is secured like that. Okay, let's just say surface may be hot. Okay, so that's not going to hurt anything. But I might need to power it up to get this out. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. But at any rate, let me get the snipper. There's a couple of bundle ties on the back here that have to be snipped. Might as well use the snipper that came with it. There's one right here. Has to be snipped. I can get to it. Can't quite get to it. There we go. And there's one over here that has to be snipped. And one up here. And one up here. Okay, those are all four snipped. And get those out. And then we should be able to, I would think, yep, these things will split and get them off the Z-axis. Okay, here they come. Ooh, they're kind of greased already. It's kind of interesting. They lubricated the Z-axis when they put these on. That's kind of cool. So now it's pre-lubricated. Now I'm not going to try to move that bed and end up hurting something. So what I think I want to do, okay, that's not going to come out just yet. Okay, let me get the cord out. Sorry this is taking so long, guys, but I don't want to take a chance on hurting it at all. I'm sure you guys can understand that. And let me see if I got a plug. Yes, I do. And do I have a place to put it in the computer or the printer? Should be. It's going to be on the other side, probably. Let me see. Well, surely it's up. It's on the back side. Okay. So, find me a plug. Right here. See if I can't do this. Before I do that, let me open up the book real quick and make sure. Okay, got all that, got all that, got all that. Got all that. Okay, it doesn't say how to get those foam pads out. So let me take a look down inside, make sure there's nothing else that's bundle tied before I turn it on. There's no bundle ties on the Y-axis or the X-axis that I can see. Okay, I'm gonna get it some power. Okay, let's watch what happens. Hopefully There she's booting up. Okay. Okay, Z-axis. Okay, the Z-axis is getting stuck on this over here. And this moves freely. Let me see what we can do. Definitely don't want to break it. I know I've said that quite a few times. Okay. They definitely have a lot of foam protection. I'll never get this put back together if I have to ship it back for any reason. Okay, in here should be a random color. I think it's a ½ kilo. Yeah, of PTL. Let me see. I can't get that out. Yeah, I do not want to force anything. And I don't see anything else that can be moved or removed or anything like that. So, how can I get that up? Liking the sound of that. Okay, guys, not liking that. I'm going to stop filming. I've got one little piece of foam. You can probably see it down here underneath the plate that I print on, and I can't get it out. So I'm going to see what it says about starting this thing up and preparing it. But there it is. Hopefully it's going to end up working. It does look like it's in really good condition. It's a good, firm construction. Some kind of aluminum, looks like. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll get it back up and running and do another video later on. StarCop out. Okay, guys, if the battery doesn't run out, I'll get this taped. The bed was just really hard to move. It's on a gearing. It's not on a, and it was really hard to move, but it eventually moved. And I want to talk about the automatic leveling real quick. You saw me bring this out of the package, and I said it said it was the leveling module. I had no idea what it was. Well, it came in separated, and you put this piece inside of this, and this is exactly like the replaceable print head. So you let it cool, you take the print head out, you put this in where the print head was, and you tell it to level. It goes around, and the little micro switch touches all the different spots on the bed, and it tells you which way to turn the nuts and as you loosen the nuts, it'll beep, tell you that nut's in the right spot. It did each nut twice, and now the bed is level, and now she's actually doing some sort of print. I hope it's going to come out. I'm just going to let it run. It's a small print. The test came with it. Pretty quiet from what I can tell, guys. It's running right now, and I bet you're not picking anything up hardly at all. So far, looking good. I'll keep you posted. Y'all have a good night. Star Cop out.